Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It is so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So I have hopped on today to submit my official figures for hashtag Stashdown 2024. Now, if you are not sure what Stashdown 2024 is, this is a brilliant idea that was created by my gorgeous yarny sissy and friend, Queen's Crafts by Bridget. If you are not familiar with Bridget, you need to get yourself familiar. I will put her channel link down in my description box. Bridget is just a fantabulous woman, an amazing friend, and the best yarny sister I could ever ask for. She is multi-talented and she has one of the nicest channels here on YouTube, in my opinion. And like I said, if you don't know Bridget, you really are missing out. Now, a bit of background on Bridget. She can crochet, she can knit, she hand dyes yarn, she hand spins her own yarn. She designs her own patterns and objects. She is currently making her very own wedding dress, guys. She is crocheting her wedding dress. She has tried her hands at pretty much every craft you can think of. Cross stitch, embroidery. She's done things with painting, and the list just goes on, and I am sure I have missed out on a few of the amazing crafts that Bridget does. She also is a really, really amazing seamstress. She makes the most amazing bags, which a lot of us here on YouTube are proud to own. I have a few myself, and yes, she does sell them, guys. So if you are in the market for a Bridget bag, hit her up with an email, tell her what you want. She will source what fabric design you would like, and she has various options of bags that she can make for you. And also her hand dyed and hand spun yarn is something that she sells as well. I don't know if she takes custom orders for the yarn, but hit her up with an email, I'm sure she'll tell you. The lady is just so busy, so talented, so creative and so inspiring, and I am so super proud to call her my friend. Anyway, Bridget came up with the idea of Stashdown back last year. I kind of heard about it a bit late in the game, so I decided to wait for 2024, and I am going to be participating every single month. Now, Bridget will explain more about Stashdown on her channel. There are details in the description boxes of her videos, and if I can find the video where she explains a bit more about it, I will try and link it. But if not, go to Bridget's channel and I'm sure you will be able to find it for yourself. Basically, Bridget is encouraging us to basically whittle down our stash. Now, as you can see behind me, I have quite a large stash. It even goes up to the ceiling, guys. You don't even see all of it in the videos. Plus, I have totes here as well, and there is yarn in other places of this house too, but shh, don't tell anyone. Anyway, this is just a fun way of seeing exactly how much stash we can get through over a period of a year. There is no prize. It's not a competition. Nothing like that. It is literally just holding ourselves accountable and actually realizing how our crafty talents are eating through our stashes. So for your figures to count for 2024, it has to be stash that you owned prior to 2024. Now, Bridget is not telling you that you have to go on a yarn diet. She is not telling you that you are not allowed to buy any new craft supplies. What she is saying is anything crafty that you have had in your stash prior to 2024, you can count in your figures for Stashdown. I have found, for me, the best way for me to keep track of what I am using is by weight. So every time I finish a project or an item, I am weighing that item, and I will be giving you my figures in grams and then for ounces, that those that don't use grams, so that you are all aware and understand the figures that I'm giving. Now you can do it in whichever way that you choose. It could be yardage, it could be weight, it could be ball bands that you've gone through. However you want to record it, Bridget just wants you to join in and have some fun and start eating through your gorgeous stash, because although it's beautiful to look at, it deserves to be loved, and it deserves to grow up into beautiful, beautiful things and not just be strings anymore, okay? So yes, I've decided I'm going to do it by weight, because I make a lot of small items like amigurumi, and sometimes I use barely anything from a skein, and there is no easy way that I can think of how I can track the yardage used from a partial used skein. So I thought the best way for me is to finish the object, put it on the scales, and give you the weight of the yarn used, okay? Yes, and I have also decided that even though I have some current whips, I am not including whips in my figures. I am only going to give the statistics and the figures and the specs for completed items. So items that I have on my hook still for January, if I don't complete them until February or beyond, whenever that project gets completed, that is when that weight will be included in my figures. So I may have started it in January, but if I don't finish until February, then it will go into February's figures. I am not going to do part way weighing and then get myself all bamboozled as to how much I've added on. And also, say with my charity hexagons, yes, I could say, well, I've got 8 completed, I'm just going to weigh the 8, make a note, and then when the rest are done, take 8 away. That is just going to get too complicated and confusing for me, and if I don't note it down, I am not going to be accurate in my figures. So I am just leaving it simple. As soon as a project is completed, whatever month that may be, that will be when those figures are noted down. So would you like to know how much of my stash I have managed to get through in January? Well, in this I have included the Mulberry Street shawl that I made, the 3 Tunisian washcloths that I made, the little plant hanger that I made, and Colin the Naughty Gnome. So all of those, I obviously put their individual weights, but all of them totaled 833 grams, or that is 29.383 ounces. So we'll just call that 29 ounces. And if you think about it, guys, the average skein is 100 grams. Okay, so I have actually managed to get over 8 skeins gone out of my stash. And they are normally about 3.5 ounces. I can't do that quick maths in my head. I've got my phone, I'm going to get my calculator. So we'll do 29 divided by 3.5 equals about 8.2. So about 8.2 skeins. Yes, indeed. So that is a lot. But obviously with the amigurumis, some of that weight will be the stuffing inside. But we all know that polyfill basically weighs next to nothing. So most of those figures are the yarn that I have used. I will be obviously still collecting my yarn bands, and at the end of the year I will do my usual how many yarn bands and the yardage and things like that. But for Bridget, I am going to concentrate on the grams and the ounces that I have used. So in 1 month I have managed to get rid of about 8 skeins of yarn, the average 100 gram or 3.5 ounce balls. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with those figures for the first month. I don't think that's too shabby, and I am going to use that as like a benchmark for going into February. So if you want to join in, basically all you have to do is to keep a note of however you're going to track your stash, and then at the end of the month email Bridget with your figures, and on her channel she will tell everyone who's involved, what their figures are. Not that it's a competition and not that there are any prizes, I'm just saying that we are all going to be in this together, and we are all being accountable for our own stash usage. And I just think it's really interesting, and I think it will be a really good motivator for some of us to eat through a little bit of our stash. And also, if you eat through some of your stash, guys, you're making room for new yarn. Just saying. So then you can make way for the new, and then next year, if Bridget does it next year, whatever you've bought this year can qualify for next. It can be a rolling little current, rolling tide. I love it. I think it's a brilliant idea, and I am super happy to be a part of it. And then if you are a content creator, everyone can join, whether you've got a channel or not. You don't need to make content, but if you do make content, Bridget asks that you make your video as close to the end of the month as you can. I think she said within the first 4 days of the next month, but me personally, I am always going to try and get a video out either just before the last day or on the last day, depending on other videos that I've got scheduled. So today is my January Stashdown, and once again I managed to get rid of 833 grams or 29 ounces of crafty stuff, mostly yarn. So there we go. Those are my figures for Stashdown. Now, Bridget, thank you for that fabulous idea. I will email you or message you my figures so that you've got it for your video. And I will be continuing for the rest of the year. Like I said, guys, check her out. She is fantabulous. She also shows you her whips, her FOs, her yarn hauls, other bits and pieces that she's got going on over in her little corner of the world, her little corner of the YouTube streets. And she is just such a wonderful lady. I just love her content and I love her. So this is my support of Bridget, and you can join in, even if it is partway through the year. Join in anyway. You don't have to do it for the full year. There are no hard and fast rules other than it has to be bought prior to 2024. So I also have to give you an apology, guys, because in yesterday's video I should have picked the winner for my hidden giveaway that I ran. I hid a pattern giveaway in last Monday's video, which was the diamond painting. Now that was a little sneaky of me because not all of you are into diamond painting, and I completely understand. It is not going to be for everyone, but my channel is Manfa's Makes, and diamond painting is a make that I am doing. That is why I include it on my channel. But I do appreciate that the majority of you are here for the yarn and the crochet content, so you're not necessarily going to watch the diamond painting video. But there were 17 lovelies who entered that hidden giveaway, because if you remember my goals, 24 goals for 2024, one of those was to have a monthly giveaway, and it was easier for me to do an electronic gift rather than posting out a package. Plus, Bridget's 2024, Stashdown 2024, is one of my goals as well, so I am on target. I am surprised that I'm keeping on top of all of it. Anyway, so I am going to be giving away a Ravelry pattern up to the value of $10, and I did dollars because the majority of you who watch are from the US, so it's going to be US dollars. But obviously if you're from Canada, the UK, the Netherlands, wherever you are, Australia, it will have to be converted so that it is as near $10 as possible. I don't want you really to go over the $10. The $10 is the maximum. But it means that you could be in with a chance of winning a brand new pattern, maybe a pattern you've been wanting for ages but you just couldn't justify buying for yourself. Have it on me. It's going to be a prize. It's going to be one chance every month. I am going to be slotting these giveaways into whatever video I fancy. I'm not even going to give you any warning of what video it's in. So if you want to keep an eye out for those pattern giveaways, then you are going to have to watch every single one of my videos, but I know that's not possible and not realistic. So hopefully you will catch the video that the pattern giveaway is in. So 17 of you, so you have got quite good odds of being the winner of this giveaway. Now, because it's electronic, It is worldwide. But I ask for it to be Ravelry, because if you have got a Ravelry account, I have got a Ravelry account, I can buy it and gift it to you, which means I never see that pattern. I am not able to use that pattern myself. I bought it, but it went straight to your Ravelry account, so there is no stealing designers' patterns without rightfully paying for them and all those kinds of things. Manfa's not in the business of doing that. It is the pattern you have chosen. I will purchase it for you and I will send it to your Ravelry account. So if you are going to be my lucky winner today, what I am going to need you to do is I am going to need you to email me and give me A, which pattern you would like, and B, your Ravelry account details so that I can send it directly to you. Otherwise, I am not going to be able to send your prize very easily. And I am going to give you a week to claim. If you have not claimed in that week, then maybe I'll roll it over so that there's 2 winners the next month, so that there is always a pattern given away for each month of the year. How does that sound? So yes, 17 of you lovelies, and I have written you down in my little book, and you all have a number next to you. So I will leave that there to see if you can see your number. And then I am going to ask the person that lives in my phone to choose who wins, because I am not hand selecting. I do not need that pressure in my life. So 17 of you, are you ready? And again, apologies I didn't do it in yesterday's video. It completely slipped my mind, but we're doing it today. And it meant that if there were any late entries, there was an extra day to enter. So, hey Siri, please pick a random number between 1 and 17. She picked number 2. Congratulations, number 2. We'll just wait for my camera to focus.
I found this on the web.
Oh, no, we don't need any more, Siri. Thank you. It was number 2. And the lucky lovely that has number 2 next to her name is Kimberly Mendenhall. Woohoo! Congratulations, sweetheart. I am super pleased for you. So, Kimberly, I know that you have my email address, but please, could you send me an email when you see this with your Ravelry details and which pattern you would like me to gift you, and I will get it sent to you as soon as possible. You have a week to claim your prize, and that is the first monthly giveaway for 2024 over and done with. My goodness gracious. So congratulations to Kimberly. And remember guys, I don't know what video it's going to be in February, so keep your eyes peeled, your ears open, and obviously if you do catch that video, please feel free to enter. Anyone can enter as long as they have a Ravelry account. And if you don't have a Ravelry account, maybe consider taking one out, because it doesn't cost you anything. It's completely free, and there is such a wealth of patterns on there, both free and paid. And there are some other lovely features of Ravelry where you can log your stash, you can put up a picture montage of all the projects you've made, you can put patterns on a wish list, all sorts. I am not sponsored or affiliated by Ravelry in any way. I am just trying to give you some of the perks. It doesn't cost you anything, like there's no like monthly subscription charge. It is a completely free tool, and it is a very, very handy tool to have. And if you have an account, you will also have a storing place for any patterns that you are gifted or that you purchase or download yourself. So it's worth considering, guys. Plus, if you want to win a pattern from me, you need to have a Ravelry account. So, you know. So there we have it. Stashdown 2024 and the giveaway winner for January, the giveaway pattern winner for January. So guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. Please come back tomorrow for, I think I know what it is, but I'm just double checking. Yes, it is my progress video for the first ever Impkin that we are making in the year of the Impkin Cal, which is myself and Amanda over at Obsessive Crochet Lady. So don't just come and watch mine, make sure you check out Amanda's as well, because how far did we get? Have we even started our Impkins? Are there going to be any more surprises? Who knows? You're going to have to check out both mine and Panda's videos tomorrow. But until then, guys, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye, guys. Love ya.